Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. Building a cliff. Building the cliff. What cliff? It is a cliff. I don't know what cliff, but you know, a cliff. Okay, make sure it's running correctly. Jeez, all my settings got reset, so that's great, you know. Absolutely amazing, bro. Uno segundo, por favor. I speak perfect Spanish. There we go. I think I'm going to turn up my mic, actually. Yeah, I got to get all the settings, you know, redone. If you hear a copy of my stream, that's me listening on my phone. Alright, we're bumping it up to this now. Alright. So, should be working. Perfect. Alright, cool. Alright, we're building a cliff. This big ol' I have any rockets. This big boy right here. This big boy cliff. We're building it. Because I feel like having lots of pain. I'm a very painful person. So, I mean, it's been a while since I've done anything in this world, I think. Definitely been a while, and I don't know, I decided to do this like 2 days ago, and I've just been really enjoying it. Don't worry about this part. This part will be, redone, expanded, whatever, you know? Whatever that is. Hold on. Let's see here. Got some stuff that's not working. Whatever. I'll change it later. If it's a little laggy or whatever, that's because I'm a big dummy and, you know, my fault. Alright, so, really what it is, it's a very slow process, and I thought, you know, yeah, it'd be pretty fun. Pretty fun to stream. Pretty fun to stream, in my opinion. And so basically we're just adding, I think I'm adding along this wall right now, and I'm not going to go much further. I think I want to go to here, right? And then I'm going to continue along this way. Here's the big old plan I have for this cliffside here. Basically what I'm going to have is I'm going to have this larger upper cliff, I guess. And it's going to go down onto, well, it's going to go down onto here, right? And we're going to have an extension of the big old village over here. And then we're going to have, I think, a castle up here because I feel like it. And yeah, pretty much just it. And we're just going to keep expanding this and keep expanding all the stuff and things. So I think we're just gonna extend along up here. Whoops. We can go up by one. So again, okay. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just going block by block, and then I go over and I fix it. Essentially, what you do is I have the starting point here, which I've already labeled out with an outline, and I go up a little bit, and then I go back, and then I go up again. So I'm going to go like this. It can be in any pattern you really want. And you just slowly go up. Maybe I'll go 1 here, and yeah, let's go 2 here. I know it's kind of raising up, but I want it to get a little higher because I dipped down a little bit earlier on accident. And that's not very good. So I think we're just gonna keep doing this, and it's just gonna be a lot of this repeated over and over again. I have I should probably bring it up here. Hold up. I have a full shulker box full of stone, basically. I've already looted a little bit of it, so there we go. I'm going to bring this up here so we can work on this. Perfect. I've got a little beacon set up, actually right there, where I just mine all my stone, so... let's go like this, and then let's go 4, making it 5, 2, 3, so it's a little bit different from the last one. That's one thing I always try to do, is I try to make sure it seemed a little bit different from compared to the last little segment that I had. I just don't want it to be the same, and then we're going to go 1 and 1, I think. Yeah, that works. I think it looks good. We're keeping this little shape, I guess, even though it's kind of unintentional, but we're doing it. And this is actually my first time so I don't want this block. Gotta be careful. There's sometimes mobs along the top of this little section over here. Let's go right. So this is actually my first time doing, doing something on the this scale. I've never done something like this. We're actually gonna go like this. This one's gonna be a little bit weird. I'm not sure why I did this, but I am doing it. So there we go. It's gonna jut out just a little bit, and I think we might be able to modify this in a way where we can bring it down like that, and then we can just cover this up. And that looks a little more natural, because rather than having like a 3-block little jump right here, we just have a straight up, a much more curved angle, I think. That seems a lot better. We go like this. We're gonna go 3 up, 2, and then 3 like that. We're gonna keep it at the same height. But that's fine. You can keep it at the same height if you want. I mean, if you're doing your own little cliff project here, it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah. Honestly, the best thing to do is to just come back and look at it and say, do I want this to look this way? For example, let's find something I don't like. This, too tall, just break it down. Now it's even with that other one, so we're gonna go like that. And, it puts a hole in it, so fill it up, just like that. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna stare and slap it, later on. But, right now, we're just gonna do this. And let me grab my dirt, or grass, so I can fill up that hole, because that is annoying. So basically, I'm going to keep this height, I think, like where it is right now. We're going to try to keep it until we get to this point over here, and I want to get to like maybe here today, to be honest. I'm not planning on doing a super long stream, mostly just because, it's a weekday, and, got to get some decent sleep before school tomorrow. But I feel like, whoops, I'm going to go like that. I feel like I just wanted to get some work done, to be honest. And then we're going to go backwards. Boom, boom, 2. We can keep that. And then, 4. 5. Guess why not? 2. And let's go up 1. And then we can see this might be a little too much, or we could go like that. And then that might make this too much. So fill in the hole. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Starting to shape up. Is that dolphin still there? There's been a dolphin here all day. It's just bouncing around in the background, and I have no clue where it came from. And I think it left. I'm pretty sure he just dipped. Guess he was finished. So for this one, we're actually going to go even further back. I think just because it creates a lot better depth effect. And we're going to go 1, 2. Yeah, and then actually we're going to bring this down just a little bit. It's obviously going to look a lot better, in my opinion, whenever we go along and we add more. Now, for now, what we can do is we can do this and break it like this, and just try to create a better flow between all these changes and these edges and stuff. I think I think that's what we're going for. I think I like this for now. Yeah, because we want to keep the rocky atmosphere at the bottom. So we can slab this up and we can stare it and add little mounds of dirt and all that stuff later. And of course leaves. Leaves is such an important thing, especially for this this particular build. I mean, here, let me see if I can show you real quick. All these leaves along here just create a really good atmosphere. And really just helps the environment. And as you can see down there, I got tons of little bushes and trees and all that stuff. And I plan on adding that to this project later on. Just not right now because that would be a huge pain. And although it seems like I do like huge pains, I don't like huge pains. 2, 1, 2, and then we're gonna go up 1 again. And this creates a little, I mean, it's a little, let's build this up. Oh, don't do that. Here we go. It's a little jutting out, but I think now that we're coming along, yeah, we're coming along more this way. So it's gonna feel a little more natural as we're going into this. It's not gonna be like a sudden, just rapid, like right turn directly into the freaking thing. So, 3, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go up 2 here. 3. And 1, 2. Something like that. I should carry a bed around with me, to be fair. Let's go sleep, and then we will bring our bed up there. Even if I die, I respawn over here. This is like, it's like very close to 0, 0. So it's pretty much where I spawned in the first place. In fact, let's go ahead and go to the length of just sleeping up here. I gotta get used to the camping lifestyle. Alright, cool. So, I'm still not sure how the stream sounds, and I'm obviously going to be doing a lot of editing on this later, and a lot of like fixes and just stuff like that. So I think I want to remove these back blocks, and then these back, yeah, I think I built off these back blocks. So I just want these singular blocks because, you know, it's a waste of stone to have the other ones. So I'm going to go up like that. Now, obviously, I think these are a lot better. Whenever I say they're definitely a lot better whenever I have a lot more open, like, strands, I guess. What am I saying, strands? I mean, like, sections. So instead of, like, a 1 by 1, like a 1 block thing that I have to build up every time. Oh, whoops, I bumped my mic there. Instead of a 1 block thing that I bump, you know, I do every time, it's more like a 3 thing, like a 3 blocks, like 3 rows at the same time. Just seems to make it a lot easier, a lot faster, and honestly, it's kind of how I pumped this out so far, and it's only been like 2 days of work, and that's not even like, you know, full days. It's been just a few hours, but that's pretty much what I'm going for here. Boom, and then 1. Put that there, so you can already fill up that hole. And just like that, and I feel, again, once you're done, go ahead and edit everything. Like, we can add that here to create a little more curved on the top here. Because I think the most important thing is definitely a lot of the curving. I bumped my mic again. A lot of the curving of the cliffs and basically everything like that. So that's fine. And I don't want these even. I don't want them even because they just look too flat. Which I know is a very Minecraft-y thing to have very flat stuff. But, not this one. Not this one at all. I want this to be very, very weird looking, so it can look good in the end when I add everything else to it. So we've actually, it's only been, what, like 15 minutes? We've gotten pretty good progress here. Again, I don't plan on streaming that much today, so. Okay, so this is a problem now. I'm unintentionally creating the top of this as a little much, so let's just go like that. And then maybe these are both 2 blocks. Let's go like that for now. We could just add more. We can add more dirt piling up later. Yeah, that works. You know, we're gonna go high for this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cool. And then now we drop down and we fix all this. Bonk. And then, ooh, that's a big old hole. Much bigger than I expected it to make. And now we can drop this down by that. And then instead of this, I think we're going to go ahead and add some grass. Just a little thing like this. I'm going to add a ton more of this stuff later. I'm still deciding on what I should do for decoration. I think a lot of the landscape is going to look like this over here. So a lot of these minor details are going to be covered. And they're going to be kind of hard to find, kind of hard to tell. I'm going to have a lot of, skinny trees. I'm going to have a lot of large trees over here. A lot of custom, I mean, obviously all of them are going to be custom trees, but I'm just going to, I'm just going to decorate it later. And the decoration should cover over the kind of the blandness that we have here. As well as, once I texture these cliff faces, it's obviously going to look so much better. So, let's just keep going. I know I'm talking a little fast, but that is because, I don't know, I just feel energized. Excited to be streaming again, because I haven't done that in a while. Let's get rid of that for sure. Then, like this. Yeah, so, it's been a fat minute since I've streamed, it's been a little while. Mostly because, I kind of got locked out of my Twitch, but we don't talk about that. We do not talk about that. And I didn't actually get locked out of my Twitch. I realized a very easy way to get back into my Twitch. So, that will be starting back up again. And I also just felt like, maybe I just want to stream on YouTube. Just a little bit, Just see how it goes, We'll go with one here. It's a little janky, but I think it'll work. And then we can go like that. We can add that, because why not? Yeah. And then, if I had better leaves on, which I probably should put on, but I want to do it without better leaves for now. So, or not better leaves, better grass. Whoops, did not mean to go forward. We always want to keep the same pattern. Go down. 2, 1, 1, 2. That's fine. Yeah. Like this. Cool. All right. Essentially, it's just like this on repeat. So there's not much more commentary I can really do. I want to get to here, and then I think we're just going to end the stream, because obviously I just want it to be very short. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so for a lot of these angles here, we just want to build up like this. We can go like that, and then from here, we're gonna start moving into more of a horizontal direction. So we're gonna go like this. 1, 2, 1. Okay, 1, 1, 2. Cool. And then here, I think we're gonna go. We could place these random blocks behind it, just because I feel like it. And then we can go like that. See how that looks. Obviously, we need to patch that up. Bonk. And then I think we can add that. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then I want to add a little more depth into this. So we're going to start breaking into these walls, going like that. And then we're going to do a single block here. If I can find the spot. There we go. Single block there. And then I feel like now that we have that, we have to have this. Sorry if I'm going in F5 a lot. I just, it just helps me get a better perspective of everything that I'm looking at. So, bonk. And then I think, okay, we need to get rid of that, because that continues on like this. We're definitely moving into a horizontal shift now. So it's going to, we already have the slow curve, really. So now we're just going to go full on horizontal for like a few blocks, and then we're going to go curve again and back into more this way, rather than, I say horizontal, I mean more to the right. Like this part is, you build it from here, this part you build it from here, and it's facing this way, and then this one is facing this way. So kind of complicated, but it's just how it is. And then we're actually going to go up early here. 1, 2. I know it's a little bit high up, but I feel like we can go up here and then we can create something like something like this. Yeah, this helps it. This helps a lot with curves. You kind of just want to build your two main axis points together. So like you build this one and then you build that. You build this one and then you build that one, and then that's when you work on the in between. You try to just get the finer details. Basically, just get the main outline out of the way first. It's just easier that way. It's like coloring within the lines. You know, it's not really that difficult once you get it down. Obviously, 1, 2, 3. Let's go 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. And instead of that, we're gonna go 1, 1, and like that. Creates a little bit better, and then we can go up like 1, yeah. And then since I don't know, we have more of a depth thing here, so we're gonna go up. Oh wow, that's a lot of holes. Okay. I feel like we could do that for sure. And now that we have that, we get rid of that and fill in that hole. Yeah. Now this is definitely better. And then we can get rid of this one right here. Bonk. It's a little the same pattern here, but I feel like it's just gonna be better in the long run, obviously. Okay. Yeah, that works. And then we don't want to do that one because it's connected, or do we? Now we always go for the back one. Okay. We're gonna do another horizontal one, and then I think we're gonna move into vertical, and then we're gonna do it in between there. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's kind of the same, but we're gonna go 2, 1. Then obviously we're gonna fill in the hole. And then I feel like we can bring this down just a tad bit. And then we're going to need to definitely make a big hole right here. Oh, and fall to my death. Don't do that. Alright, there we go. And let's leave. Where to leave my bed? Bed's over here. Reason I like the shader pack is just because it runs very smoothly and it barely changes the game. I mean, it's obviously just a little brighter and there's actual shadows now. So I just use this a lot. It's actually just, I've been having a lot more fun using it. Full of that. Okay, so we created this hole. I feel like we can go like this, right? And we can go boom, boom. And then instead of having this, we could just do this. Yeah. Again, it's just all trying to get a more rounded shape. Definitely a little more rounded shape. And then if we're going along this style, this thing right here be replaced. It looks a little janky, but I feel like it'll work. And then, yeah, we can go up one here. Go up one there. Can I go up another one? I can. Then we go like that. And we've got a little bit of a curve. Let's go like that. I feel like that works. All right, let's go back to this. I don't want to do too many. I don't want to get too sidetracked because I want to get to there. So, boom, boom, boom. Let's just get rid of the major ones here. We're gonna go to there. I think we're gonna go to there. All right. So now we want to move into a. Let's do something weird. I haven't actually tried this. We're gonna go into like this, right? And we're gonna go like that. And then we're gonna build right here. Let's do this one first, because why not? We're gonna go. Alright, so this means we can go. So this one we have to kind of manually create a lot of the landscape that we are creating here. And that's okay. That's okay. We can afford to be able to get a little creative, and instead of leaving it to random chance or random luck, we can go ahead and put our own little touch on it, I guess. Even though we are already putting our little touch on everything. Let's try that. And then we're gonna go up there. Let's make it curve a little more, this little grass area. And then that's when we go into this, and we're gonna bring, there we go. And there we go, it just looks like a completely normal thing. And then actually we can destroy this, move it there. Okay. And then I just realized I kind of built that the wrong way, but you know, who cares? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, so here's what I mean by a lot of the finer details. Stuff like this. Oh, actually, that was a really good transition. I didn't even mean to do this. But this is the kind of stuff that we want to really pay attention to. We don't want this to be too patterned, and we want it still kind of look nice. We're going to bring this down by 2. Then I feel like we can keep that. We can keep that for now. Yeah, so this is actually a really good transition, in my opinion, to this curve. Which obviously a lot of these curves are very difficult to do. Or not, they're not very difficult, but they're annoyingly complicated, I'd say. Then let's see if I can just yoink this stone because I feel like it. All right, let's do these. Let's do these two, and then we will be done for the night. I think it's been 30 minutes. I know it's very short again, but I still need sleep because it is 11 and on a school night. So go up again. We kind of had a little dip actually, so let's see if we can remedy that problem by flying, because I can fly. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go 2, right? And then like that. And we're going to go about 1 more. Nah, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to bring this one up, like so. And then this should create, yeah, this should work. And then let's change up the angles again. This is just, it's a lot of changing up angles, a lot of fixing little mistakes that you don't realize that you made until, you've done it. Let's actually go like that. And then we can boom, boom. See if I can't. Nah, I can't. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so let's bring this down. Then we can go like this. Kind of create a little staircase effect. A lot of these staircase effects are really good. We can remove that. Yeah, so these staircase effects I really recommend. Very helpful in creating a lot of little circular shapes. And they're really good in creating depth as well. But if you do want a lot more depth, obviously you're going to have to go for a lot more like holes. Little indents within the rock. So that's why I always suggest leaving the stuff you build behind. It's going to cost you a little, a lot of extra stone, obviously, in the end, but it's just going to be a lot easier for creating the texture, the part that makes it look good. So, in fact, let's go create another little, let's artificially manufacture a little indent here. Let's go like this because I feel like being fancy. Just something small. In fact, we can go up by 1 more. Perfect. And right there. That makes it a little more. Makes it a little bigger, which is really helpful. And then I feel like I need a curve. Yeah, that works. That looks a little more random. So essentially, that's what this this cliff building really is. It's just a lot of this same methodical stuff, and I felt like since I was getting a little bit of work done on it, I could, um, yeah, I could just go ahead and stream a little bit since, I had some free time before I hit the bed. So, thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And I plan on doing some more streams. Definitely a few more YouTube streams, and I will be going back to Twitch probably. But I might vary it a little bit. I might change around my little plans. I got a lot of stuff I am planning on streaming. Like obviously, you got the whole Minecraft thing, as well as Civilization games and Terraria. I'm still working on the one hit for Terraria. If you didn't know. So I've got like 3 bosses left to one hit. Duke Fishron took me over 1,000 attempts, so that was great. Because I did that before mech bosses. Yay, good job me. I'm very stupid. But yeah, essentially I just got a lot of stuff that I am going to be doing, and it's just gonna be just a lot of I got a lot of plans is what I'm saying, and not enough free time, and that's the reason I'm not really streaming as much or uploading as many videos. And I think I'm going to be switching over the Kingdom series to this world, mostly because I lost some files. My computer files had to get reset. I had to I lost. I'm very lucky. I backed up these worlds on a backup drive. So this world and the YouTube world and stuff, those are all backed up. But the files I had for episode 3 and for episode 4 on the Kingdom series were deleted. So I'm going to be switching over to here, where I'm going to be doing my focus, especially since I'm already pretty well developed within this world, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to take that. I think I will be coming back to the other world eventually, but this one is going to be my main priority for now. So again, thank you very much for tuning in. Probably save on Friday. If I'm not too busy, I do have something I have to record for a school project, so that's a thing that's happening. And but yeah, this weekend some streams or video, something like that, whatever I feel like doing. It's kind of just a spur of the moment thing, just like this stream. Thank you very much, really appreciate it, and good night.